Anyhow, let's get to it. Transition week, happy Monday. Mobility is going to be every minute on the minute, 50 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. Then we're going to decrease the time that you're working, 40-20, 30-30, and then 20-40. Right? Then we're going to revisit that same exercise for our mobility after our warm-up. But let's get to it. Alternating crab kicks, really simple stuff. Taking a tabletop position here, nice proud chest, and you're simply taking opposite limbs off the ground and reaching and touching opposite toes. Right? Simple stuff. Let's get it. Unless you guys have questions. All right, warm up. One exercise, going to be a hold. For today's concept, it is going to be a glute bridge. So, lie on your back, tuck your butt underneath, relax that lower back, press your hips up, squeezing your glutes all the way up as high as you can go. If you can, inch your shoulder blades toward each other. More of a range of motion to get those glutes even higher up into the ground. Okay? 60 seconds worth of that, and then you're doing, don't look at what's on the board, you're doing an alternating toe touch. So starting one side, hinge over at the waist, touch the toe, establish balance, switch sides, nice and slow, establish balance, and then shift to the other side. Cool? And you're going to do that for, actually this is 4 rounds, so you guys go at your own pace. There's going to be a running clock, 4 rounds. All right, guys. Let's go. We're going back to those crab kicks. We're going to add another exercise to that mobility though. So, just wait. You guys know to deal with those crab kicks, right? Boom and boom. Simple stuff. 20 seconds of work, 40 seconds of rest. And then your next 20 seconds of work is going to be a prone scorpion. Up and over, tap, and then up and over, tap. Notice my head is going in the opposite direction of my foot. Think about your breathing. 2 exercises, we're flipping it now. So 20 seconds of work, 40 seconds of rest. And then we're going to go down 30 seconds of work, 30 seconds of rest, all the way back up to 50-10. All right, guys, 4 exercises for your work period. 1, unilateral movement. What does that mean? Anybody? One flowing. There you go.
The way I try to do the turkey's get up is
you can stop at 1. One side at a time. Unilateral. Bilateral will mean 2 sides at a time. Uni and bi, okay? Then you have 1 core exercise. Then we're going to have 1 aerobic exercise. And then we're going to have a breathing skill to be learned. A box drill. Box breathing, okay? It's going to be fun, and we're going to play around with breath and see how you can bring your heart rate down and how you can control your breath, which is, I think, is a great concept for a transition week. Coach Adam did a great job. So the first exercise is an elevated, not really elevated, yeah, we'll call it elevated. Elevated hip shrug. So you're going to take a plate or something 2-3 inches off the ground, and you're going to stand on it with 1 foot, and 1 foot's going to be off on the ground. So this knee is going to be bent, sort of, slightly bent. And the goal is to straighten that and hike up that hip back down. Okay, so nothing happens in your shoulders. It's all this. Trying to lift that hip up. I don't know, guys at home, you can see that. Right, I'm going here. Right, so you think about from the back. You're trying to shrink this side from my hips to my shoulder blade. You're trying to shrink that. Boom. Does that make sense? It's a micro movement, but you're doing it for 60 seconds of work. So you're going to start to feel that. And it's training you, even when we're doing our, let's say, what's that, grasshopper flow, right? Or we're coming up here and we have to pull this hip up, right? You're pulling up from here. Same kind of thing, but now we're working it very, very granularly. So 60 seconds of work each side, or 60, then flip, then 60 the other side, okay? That's your unilateral exercise. Your core exercise is going to be a feet elevated, plank to pike. So we know a plank to pike We got hamstrings, we got shoulders, we got core. Sometimes we don't think about our core. Our core has to pull up, right? So our belly button drives up, hips rise up, and now we have that core activation as we press into the floor with our hands, right? So if we're elevating our feet, it could be a bench, it could be anything. You're in that plank position, and now you're really gonna have to bring that navel in, belly button in, and suck that core in to get to that pike position. Obviously, be careful of what you're putting your feet on, couch, or even a wall. You guys in house, folks at home, if you have one, you can start here. If you have to bend the knees at first, that's fine, but you're looking to pull those hips back and then go right back into a plank position, okay? So if you have any kind of hamstring tightness or shoulder tightness, it may be a little bit difficult or challenging, I should say, but the goal is to bring that navel in and use that core. Make sense so far? Same concept, 60 seconds of work, 30 seconds of rest. Your next exercise, lateral lunges. A couple different ways you can do it. No weight, lateral step, here. Switch sides, right? Just body weight. You wanted to add some weight. Awesome. Lateral step, still using this leg. This leg is straight. Here. Another option for you. Third option, if you want to work on more balance, with or without weight, but you're going to be working one side at a time. Okay? That's another option. A fourth option would be if you want more cardio, be a lateral lunge. Think about a hip swing or a kettlebell swing. If you were doing a kettlebell, if this was a kettlebell, act like it was. I'm doing a swing here, dumbbells are coming up, right? That's similar to a kettlebell swing. Same movement, lateral lunge. But before gravity takes it over, in that center, you need to be already preparing yourself for that next lunge. Make sense? Another option for you guys. Now, my heart rate's up, which is going to be more challenging. After your 30 seconds of rest, after your lateral lunges, you're going to work on a breathing method called box breathing. Okay? Inhale through your nose. Try to fill up your belly with air, not your shoulders. Sometimes we take a deep breath, our shoulders rise up. That's really not doing us any good. All that energy is up here. But you really want to get that energy into your gut, to your lower intestines, and get that air flowing through it. So a belly breath, or a deep belly breathing, I'm sure you've done it in yoga, maybe not, but you want to take breath in through your nose and fill out your belly. Hold for 4 seconds, and then exhale for 4 seconds out your mouth. Hold that for 4 seconds once all the air is out, and then rinse and repeat. So it's like inhale for 4, hold for 4. Exhale for 4, hold for 4. And rinse and repeat that cycle. Now it's going to be challenging because your heart rate's going to be up after those lateral lunges. So if you can't do 4, 4, 4, 4, start with 2, 2, 2, 2. And then slowly as your heart rate comes down, you'll notice it happens pretty quickly if you focus on that little method. Then you can start doing 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4 and working your way up. Let's go.